Well, oftentimes the word divorce is associated with heartbreak, time, and trouble. While my next guest can't help you with the heartbreak, he can certainly help you with the time and trouble. Mitchell Reichman, he is a family law attorney and partner at Jaburg Wilk, and now in his 34th year of practice. Congratulations to you, Mitchell.
Thank you.
The majority of his work is in high conflict and complex domestic relations cases. Wow, I bet you have some stories to tell.
I have a lot of stories, none of which I can tell.
Okay, good. You'll keep that. There you go. You know you're confidential, right? Let's talk about divorce in general, and there are options when it comes to divorce and how we go about it. A lot of people think, well, you know, you've got to go to court to get a divorce. Is that true?
Well, technically, yes. You need an order from a judge to dissolve your marriage, but in terms of the outcome, which means the distribution of property, assignment of responsibility to pay debts, spousal maintenance, which used to be called alimony, child support, orders relating to your children, you can do all that without having a judge make those decisions.
Oh, really? So what are our options?
There are a lot of options, but this morning we're going to talk primarily about mediation as an option.
Okay, so I don't know very much about mediation. I'm guessing a lot of our viewers at home don't either. What is it?
Mediation is a private, voluntary process where people engage an individual who's a third-party neutral to help facilitate their reaching agreements.
Okay, so they're a facilitator, not a decision maker?
That's a great question because a lot of people are confused about that.
Right.
Mediators have no authority, no power to make any decision in your divorce whatsoever.
So what do they do then?
What they do is, well, you start out by hiring them. You've got to
Okay.
pick the right mediator. Mediation.
And do I have a choice in that process?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's important to know mediation is not a licensed profession in Arizona. So there's no regulatory agency, there are no actual requirements to be a mediator. There are a lot of mediators out there that have different backgrounds. So the first question is, who's right for me? There are psychologist mediators, there are retired judges, there are lawyers. So you pick your mediator, you engage them, you sign a written agreement with them, you arrange how their fees are going to get paid, and then they begin the process, which typically starts with some exchange of information.
So do we still need a lawyer for mediation if I choose that?
You don't need a lawyer, but I think in order to be empowered, both in terms of having information about your particular situation, information about how your rights might play out if you don't choose to reach agreements in mediation and do go to court. Also, in mediation, people are very stressed out about getting divorced.
Right.
They want it to end.
Right.
And when you're in mediation, there is a great incentive to say, okay, I agree, I'm done, because you want to walk out and take that deep breath and say, oh, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of liability associated with that if you make decisions without being fully informed. A lawyer can help be a buffer to the process. A lawyer can empower you to say no. The most powerful word in a negotiation is no. And if you are the person who, in the relationship, because your relationship dynamics come with you when you go to mediation. You're the same person, they're the same person. If you tend to be less informed, if you tend to be non-confrontational, the incentive to say yes and have it over is great. Who's going to help you say, well, wait, that's not really fair? Mediators don't do that.
But you will, as my attorney, let's say.
Yes.
I hire you to come in, and you really, I can't say it any other way, but you got my back.
Yes, I'm your advocate. I've got your back. I'm going to be your champion. I'm going to help you be strong.
That's really important. And when it comes to mediation, are there particular benefits to that, just in 30 seconds or less?
Yes, there are huge benefits to mediation as long as you come in well informed and ready to negotiate. It can be a hard process, but you save a lot of time compared to going to court. You can save a lot of money. And there's a lot of room for creativity. Judges are burdened by hundreds of cases assigned to each one of them. They don't have the time to really go through and create detailed agreements like you can create in mediation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, really good information, Mitch.
Thank
I
you.
really thank you for being here today and
Pleasure
sharing.
to be here.
And it is it's highly emotionally charged event, regardless. So
It is.
having somebody who's got your back on that is pretty important. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Jaburg Wilk. They are located at 3200 North Central. They are highly trained in family law and certainly there to help assist you. They're in Suite 2000 in Phoenix. Here is the number to call for an appointment or consultation or more information, 602-248-1000. You can always learn more off their website, jaburgwilk.com.